Marvel Rivals is out and Season 0 is over, and Season 1 is here, so with a new season comes new patch notes. And they are, as we expected, hitting targets like Hawkeye and Hela and buffing Venom and Cap. But some characters who you wouldn't expect are the real winners of the Season 1 patch notes. And that's what we're going to get into today. So, the first winner of the patch is easily the one and only Luna Snow, who is by far the best support in the game. Luna actually got stronger in this patch note because her team up with Namor damage-wise got buffed by a bit, going from 25 to 27 damage and 25% slowed effect to 30%. She also got a minor change with her ability to switch between healing and damage in her ultimate, so you can't just spam it anymore, which is a big fix. The other best healer in the game, Mantis, got a big nerf to her passive movement abilities, going from 2.5 movement boost to a 1.5 movement boost. So yes, this just bridges the gap between Luna Snow and every other healer in the game and solidifies her as the best. With those Mantis changes, she can no longer take as many duels as she wants on her own accord. And to compensate the strategist role, Rocky got a small buff to his healing, which should allow him to be less of a sleeper pick. Speaking of Luna, there are some ghost changes in this patch, like Cloak and Dagger's switching ability being faster, and maybe Venom Syndrome slowing more, but that's all hearsay until the public build is out. Our next character, who is one of the bigger winners of this patch, is Wolverine, who decimates tanks in all levels of the game. Especially in lobbies that are higher than like Diamond 2, he is a monster. Wolverine got a base health increase from 300 to 350, and that is a huge change because he truly did not need that at all. He also reduces damage reduction ratio provided by his Undying Animal from 50 to 40. So to slightly compensate the new health, he does get 10% less damage reduction in his Undying Animal state. And again, Diamond and up Wolverine is such a great character. He is so good against every tank in the game, and the fact that the best tank in the game, Dr. Strange, did get nerfed, it kind of helps Wolverine. Wolverine has some pretty long cooldowns though, and we will still be dependent on timing them right and things of that nature to truly become a great Wolverine still, but this just makes it a lot easier. We have another DPS on the list, and it's Bucky Barnes, who received more damage and health across the board to help redistribute the power from Hela and Hawkeye. So his base health is now 275 from 250, his bionic hook grants him 40 bonus health instead of 30, and his gun does more damage, and he also has less fall off. Buck was already in a pretty good spot in Season 0, and he was just outshined by Hela and Hawkeye as like most other DPS, so they changed that this patch. I truly believe that he will be a meta pick, because just giving him more health will add to his survivability, allowing him to be a lot more aggressive. As I mentioned earlier, Rocket got buffed, but Punisher was as well, with less spread on both of his weapons. I see this as early warning that due to Rocket's amazing team up with Punisher and Bucky, you'll see a lot more of those three in ranked and just in general as you play. Especially with the Mantis nerfs, as she isn't as powerful as she once was, allowing Rocket to help fill a slot that Mantis used to. My next swap was between Namor and Storm, and I'm going to give it to Storm because Namor was buffed to help fight the dive tanks in the update, and it's really only with Luna, so not much will change there in my opinion. But Storm got a boatload of changes, and starting with her projectile speed clocking in at 50 miles, okay, 50, is it miles? No. Clocking in at 50 meters per second faster, and it touched more damage from 50 to 55. Her ultimate though is the real game changer here because it was already great before and it's like the best part of her kit before, but now it is amazing, especially with how fast she can get it. She now gets 450 bonus health in her ultimate, and it no longer disappears when her ultimate is over. It disappears slowly at 100 health per second back to her, well, I'd assume whatever health she was at before. So yes, Storm, who was already decent in my eyes and not very terrible as other players would say, she got a huge buff. This is huge. This is big. And with Hela and Hawkeye being toned down, I think Storm will be able to be meta, or at least meta adjacent, because her speed boost and damage boost are just very helpful. Like, she allows teams to shred, she can save precious seconds getting back to objective, and her faster projectile speeds also allow her to shred more too, even when they do more damage. So yes, those are my winners for the first season of Marvel Rivals, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, but there's one more part of the video I'd like to add. So this next part is going to be my sleeper pick for this season. Now, I'm just a humble Marvel Rivals player who can't tell the future, and I just have fun playing the game, but I will gladly say my opinion based on these changes in the patch, and how they will affect things in the future. So my sleeper pick this season is Venom. He got one very important buff, and that is to his E ability. So his E now gives him 1.2 bonus health instead of 1. So if you don't know already, the lower the Venom's health is, the more health his E ability gives him. And this seems like a return to form from his beta numbers because he was very good in the beta. His ultimate also got a buff from 40 to 50 damage, so securing kills into ultimate should be a lot easier. And I'm only saying this because dive tanks were just buffed across the board this season, like Captain America and Thor are all great options, but maybe if you do want one main tank, you go now Venom instead of Thor. Like, oh, you want a Strange? How about I go Venom instead of Thor? Like, that's not a throw pick anymore. Not saying it was a throw pick earlier. Like, okay, Magneto and Captain America, maybe that was a throw pick, but you know, that's not the point we're going for. The only thing scaring me here are the Wolverine buffs, but that's a bridge you can cross when we come to it. But that's about it for this video, so please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe for a lot more, and be tuned for my next video. And remember to stay armed and dangerous. Peace.